Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Arya. Yes, today I am going to discuss central problems of an economy. Let us begin. Every economy faces a fundamental challenge, scarcity of resources. Since resources are scarce and wants are unlimited, society must make choices on how to best use the resources. And the choices lead to three key economic questions that are what to produce and in what quantities, how to produce and for whom to produce. Every economy, capitalist, socialist or mixed economies must address these issues, and let us break down each one of them. The first central problem is what to produce and in what quantities. An economy cannot produce everything, so it must prioritize social needs and preferences. That is, an economy cannot produce everything due to limited resource availability. So, economy must allocate resources based on societal needs and preferences. Or economy must choose, or we must choose what goods and services to produce with this limited resources. Okay, so we can write it like that: allocation of resources, allocation of limited resources to produce goods based on societal needs or needs of the society. Societal needs. Okay, so what to produce and in what quantity means we should allocate. Resources are scarce, so we should allocate limited resources to produce goods based on the needs of the society. Okay, that is the idea behind what to produce. The next problem is how to produce. Okay, now we decide what to produce and what quantities. Now we have to choose what method is used to production, used for production, or choice of techniques of production. Once so this depends upon the cost and cost effectiveness of the method or efficiency of the method. Okay, so it may be labor intensive or capital intensive. Some countries are rich in labor, some other better, but some countries have better technology. So labor rich countries use labor intensive technology and capital rich nation to use capital intensive technologies. Okay, so we can see that as India, as a developing nation, we have a lot of labor expense is very low, so most of the industries choose labors over capital. But at the same time, in developed nations, mostly people prefer white collar jobs or white collar job, so they will choose capital intensive goods or capital based technology for the production of goods and services. So price of the labor or capital in efficiency of workers or machines, so these will or these based on those price of the products or price of the labor and efficiency of the labor and capital, they will choose appropriate choice of production for producing goods and services. Okay, so it means most cost effective and efficient mode of production. Okay, businessmen or firms choose most cost effective and efficient method for production purposes. Okay, this 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 is the idea of how to produce. That is, simply mean refers to choice of technique of production or method, choosing method for producing goods and services. The last fundamental question is for whom to produce. We know we what to produce, we find out what to produce and how it to be produced. Now finally we have to find whom to produce. Okay, so this ultimately leads to a questions: who gets the services and goods? Okay, a society cannot satisfy wants of all, and thus it has to make an important decision for whom it should be produced. Okay, so there are a lot of goods and services available, but they have to decide who should get how much of the total output of goods and services, or how to distribute goods and services among members of the society. How to distribute goods and services among members of society. Okay, it requires determining target customers. For it, we have to find who are the target customers. It means whether goods should be allocated to all citizens equally or based on purchasing power. We know that essential goods like grains or medicines how to be accessible to everyone, but at the same time, luxury goods like jewels must be it's not a necessary one, so it has to be purchased based on the income and purchasing power of the people. So target customers of the product. So whether goods should be allocated, we have to here on the basis of this question we have to decide goods should be allocated to all citizens equally, or it should be allocated based on the purchasing power. In a market economy, goods are distributed based on income and purchasing power, but at the same time in socialist economy, the government should fix the fair distribution of the goods. So this was the for whom to produce. It decide or it make decisions how to distribute goods and services among members of society. Mostly it based upon the purchasing power and income, but some for necessary goods it should be accessible for everyone. Okay, so that are the three questions, fundamental questions of economy. I think you got the idea behind that. If you have any doubts, you can ask me in the comment section. Okay, now we come to the conclusion. Here, every economy must make choices to ensure optimal production, fair distribution of goods and services. The way we addressing this problem help to determine economic structure, growth, and the overall well-being of the society. So, these three questions: what to produce, how to produce, and for whom to produce, raises due to the scarcity and need for efficient allocation, and we have to choose, we have to address these issues for ensuring better growth and the overall well-being of the society. Okay, now I am winding up the classes. If, like I said, you have any doubts, you can ask me in the comment section. Thank you for your participation. See you in the next class. Bye.